Good evening, good afternoon, or wherever you are. We've got people from the UK here, and we've got people from the USA in the Hangout tonight. So it's always good. This Hangout is to show you the power of DS Domination, and that it's not just a UK thing or a US-based thing. We've got success going all the way across the pond. So some of you were at the DS Domination event, and if you saw my presentation on the Monopoly platform, you would have met our guest this evening, who did an outstanding presentation. It wasn't live, and because it wasn't live, it was a lot better. Because we had a hiccup tonight. Oh, so it's always good. This Hangout is to show you the power of... There we go. Sorry about that. So, there we go. So, this is DS Domination. If you're a prospect and looking at DS Domination for the first time and you think, is it right for you? Is it going to work? Is it going to be profitable? Is it going to be something that you can put your name to? We're going to have quite a lot of answers for you this evening. If you're on here and you can see the comments down below, please leave us a comment down below. Tell us that you're here. And we know that the groups are slowly trickling in. They're joining us as we speak. So, and if you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment down below for the guys that are on the Hangout. Okay. So we're going to be sharing a lot about DS Domination, and we're going to be just touching on Kenny's story. Really, you know, he's not always been somebody that has had, I don't know. We'll find out more of his story, but maybe he started where he is, and then where is he at now with his business, and maybe the other opportunities that he's been in as well. So we've got a lot to cover. Just as a reminder for people that are in DS Domination, if you're in other groups, then what we want to do is try and connect all these groups. So we want everybody in DS Domination to be in a Facebook group to get the support. What we've got in the UK is we've got support groups for each level of Pro, Elite, Unleashed, Monopoly, and Genesis. We've got all of these groups and an affiliate group as well. So all you've got to do is contact the people on the panel, and they will put you into the relevant group, and then you will have the full support. So I keep emphasizing this, but if you've got one niggle that's going to hold you back and it's going to grow into a bigger and bigger problem, then it's going to really stop you being profitable in your business. So you get that little question answered by placing it into the group. People come in and there's just comments stream one after the other. They stream in there, and you get that question answered very quickly. You nip it in the bud and you get on with your next bit of business. Okay, so that's the power of these Facebook groups, and without further ado, let's get to it. Kenny Johnson, how are you doing?
I am doing great. Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Good. And everybody can hear me okay?
Yeah, brilliant. So, Kenny, tell us a little bit about your backstory before DS Domination. Have you been in other opportunities before, or is this your first opportunity? That sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, definitely. First off, I just want to say thank you for having me on this webinar. Truly humbled and excited. And like I said, I look forward to coming and meeting you guys one day. So this is a lot of fun for me, and it's cool to get you guys to know you guys in the virtual space. But a little bit about me. When I was 18, I kind of got into the network marketing world, and I've tried a couple of things in the past. Never really had a ton of success, to be honest with you. I've been sort of a serial entrepreneur since I was 18, and when I got started with network marketing, I had a lot of passion, and I had a lot of goals, I had a lot of strive, but I feel like sometimes my vehicles weren't good. And I've worked with some great companies. I've been in about 2 different other opportunities, and I did okay, but you know, I never really got the opportunity to see the success that most people wanted to have when they get involved with these things. You know what I mean? And when I found DSD, it was different. I was excited about it, but I also put in the same effort that I put into those other companies. And because of that, I think once you really get in the right vehicle that's seated for you, you could see things take off and explode, and that's what's happened here with DSD. But to answer your question, yes, I've been in some other opportunities before. I do have kind of a sales and marketing background, um, but honestly, this is one of my first online businesses, so it's a new space to me, and my wife and I are just enjoying every day of it. So.
And I know that your family's been in network marketing for a long time. Is that right?
Yes, yes, actually, my dad was in network marketing. He's been involved in it for, I would say, maybe 20, maybe the last 20, 25 years. So when I was younger, I didn't know much about it. I just knew we had a bunch of products in our houses all the time. You know, it's like, hey, we're going to try these new popcorn pieces from this company, and I was like, okay, well, you know, let's try this. And we were trying all these drinks, and we were changing our phone service to different companies all the time. So he's always been involved in it. I didn't really know what it was until I got to high school, and he explained it to me. And when I was younger, I wanted to be in the military. My dad was in the military, and that was my goal. I wanted to be a fighter pilot. And when I turned 18, I really started to see what my dad was doing. He was working from home. He was an entrepreneur. And I said, wow, this looks a lot better than going to the military.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I started. When I turned 18, my dad got me started with the company that he was with, and I did that company for a long time. So yeah, I come from a family of network marketers. So
And what about so being a network marketing family, you must have come across a lot of personal development stuff. Was that part of family life as well?
yeah, you know, not so much. We didn't sit down and watch, you know, Tony Robbins videos or anything together, or you know, we didn't do anything like that. But for me personally, I did really catch on to personal development. I read a lot of Robert Kiyosaki. I did a lot of Tony Robbins, a lot of his series. I dove into a lot of that stuff. I read a lot. The interesting thing was when I went to college, I spent more time reading books about being an entrepreneur than I did studying and actually doing the courses that I was paying for. And I could say I probably learned 10 times more from my personal development stuff that I did when I was in college. So personal development was a huge thing for me when getting started.
Yeah. And is it part of day-to-day life now?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going through Tony Robbins' new. I'm going through his series right now, and I love Tony Robbins. He's awesome. He has a lot of great stuff. And Robert Kiyosaki has always been a big one for me. And I'm reading the 4 Hour Work Week. And
Yeah.
so I don't know if any of you guys know anything about Audible. Audible's awesome. This is like
Yeah.
phone app that reads all the books to you. I love it. So I've been going through a number of books and trying to keep that, especially now that we have more time, trying to keep myself focused and kind of goal oriented and focused on positive things and all the things that that those daily doses of positive reading and the books and the information kind of give you.
And it is quite an important part of life, isn't it? I mean, it is to me, and you can see on my Audible account here. You know, you got the Kiyosaki's, you got Paulo Coelho, you've got I don't know, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Robin Sharma, 4 Hour Work Week. You know, there's just tons. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, I've got a lot in there. Um, and would you? I mean, I know the answer to the question, but would you encourage people to take that up if they've never had that sort of mindset training before?
Definitely. I would say that this business, and I don't know if you guys could agree with me, is it's almost 90% mental. Um, the the mental aspect of this business is what's really hard because I think most people can probably do the work. I don't think DSD is designed so most people it's hard for people to do or understand. It's a pretty simple concept, And if you're willing to put in the work, you can make it happen. But I think where most people fail is in their mind. I think most people start to convince themselves that they can't do it or that it doesn't work, and that's where that positive information that you bring into your life really helps. Because there were some nights I can tell you where I had to rely on that when I wasn't seeing the results that I was expecting. And there were plenty of times where you say, okay, well, maybe I should just get a job, and you have to fight all those thoughts. And you have your friends. You know, I had friends in the beginning that, well, let me say this first. When I got started doing DS Domination, I was in real estate. I was flipping homes, and we were doing okay. We were designing really nice houses. People were going, oh, that's great. We're so proud of you. And then I told everybody, hey, guys, I'm going to be selling on Amazon and eBay. And I literally had friends go, what are you doing? This is the worst decision you've ever made. I can't believe, you know, you're focusing your time on this. And I look back at that now and I say, wow, that would have been an opportunity for me to go, you know what, they're right. Why am I wasting my time? I need to focus on real estate. But because I saw the vision and I saw where DSD was going, I stuck with it, and I eventually gave up my entire real estate business to come do this. And if I had not been using, like, if I had not had my personal development, it would have been very, very tough to combat that, because people will come and try to crush your dreams, try to tell you what you're doing is stupid or that it's not worth it. And in your mind, you've got to be stronger than that. And so one thing that I was doing, my wife can tell you, I was waking up in the morning and I was finding motivational videos on YouTube, 5 or 10 minutes, and I would just listen, and it was all these really, really powerful quotes, and that would help me get my day going. That was something that was pretty instrumental for me. So.
Yeah, I know
Well,
I know the ones you're thinking of.
one thing that got me from someone mentioned in a previous webinar was doubt will take you out of action, and action will take you out of doubt. And I've got that written on my pinboard, and that's there every day. You know, and when I look at that, that inspires me. It's a small comment, but
That's a really powerful comment, that is.
yeah.
It's really good.
Definitely. If I could jump in, I'm sorry. One thing that I've got in my wallet, it's a little piece of paper, and it has my income goal, and it also, on the back of it, I put the Sermon on the Mount. I know everybody's not religious, but it was just a powerful quote that I look at every day, and then on the reverse side it says, what do you want? And on that side I put, I wanted to make $10,000 a month. And so that's something that I just keep in front of me every day, and I think I got it from one of those YouTube videos, honestly. But that's been a huge thing for me. I was just seeing that every day and keeping that in the forefront of my day.
Yeah. Just touching on what you said a bit earlier was when you saw the vision of DS Domination, that's when you decided to stick with it. So where did you see that vision, and you know, was there an actual point that you saw it at?
You know what? And this is where I'm going to kind of talk about events. When I went to the Las Vegas event, that's when I really, really started to understand what these guys are putting together, the founders, Roger, Atesh, and Kevin. They're putting some amazing stuff together. Now, don't get me wrong, I believed in the company before that, but going to that event, meeting the owners, and hearing about all the things that they're doing, those guys are working tirelessly to build a great company. And for them, it's not so they can make a bunch of money and buy big cars and big houses. That's not why they're building DSD. And I think a lot of people, when they start companies, especially in the kind of work from home opportunity business, someone starts a company because they want to get rich, and not because they have a vision and a goal for the affiliates and the people that are working with that company. And I really feel that Roger and Hitesh and Kevin really have a vision to make us successful and for us to build very successful drop shipping businesses. And when I saw that, and when I saw that it wasn't about glitz and glam, they were just regular guys up there just having fun and there for us, that got me really, really excited about this business. So I think that's when I was like, and my wife came with me, so I was excited. It's the first time I've ever had a significant other with me at an event, and she saw it. She was running back to the room, and she's putting up listings, and I mean, we're in Las Vegas, and my wife is in the room putting up listings, and like she's like, I'm going to spend the rest of the night in here. So that I think lit a fire under both of us. So that was really exciting.
Yeah, the power of events. So, you know, we had the first UK event, and it was really, really good to meet the people that, you know, we've been online with, we've been getting chatting to, but to actually, you know, shake the hands of Gavin and Rick and all the other people that were there. It was a totally different experience, and then it gives you the camaraderie that you're going to work together, and it builds really strong bonds, doesn't it, between people?
Oh, definitely. The bonds are huge. I mean, the people that I met at the event, um, I know most of you guys know Christian Henneke, and I mean, these guys, Christian Henneke, Jason O'Neill, some of these guys that are doing really, really well in DSD are becoming good, close friends to mine. And getting to actually shake their hands and spend the time and meet their families, meet their friends, that was really, really special. And I love this business because you're not just building a business by yourself quietly in your room. You get this community that comes along with it of great people who are all trying to achieve the same goal and are all of like mind, all trying to better themselves. And those are just good, positive people to be around. I think so many people are usually around people who hate their job, hate their life, and to be around people who are excited about something and people who are positively developing themselves every day, you can learn so much. And I just think that makes you such a better person in life and such a better business person as well.
Yeah, yeah, it does definitely. So now let's go into business then. So when did you first start with DS Domination, and you know, first early stages of DS? What was the story for you?
Okay, so I was in another company. I don't know if any of you guys know about it, but we were doing blogging and stuff like that. But but you know, basically spent a lot of money with that company. I basically spent everything we had because I was so determined to make it happen. And and I was introduced to DSD by Christian Henneke, and I said, okay, I'll check it out. And when I saw it, we got started in, I think, September. So I believe the company launched in August, and we got started early September. So we were really, really at the beginning, and just started listing items on eBay. I was doing my real estate business at the time, so I would come home probably around 6 o'clock. I'd work 9 to 6, and I'd come home and I'd just list. That's all I would do. So I said, well, hey, if this is the next thing and it's going to happen, and you know, I'm going to go for it. So we went for it. My wife was working at a job at the mall, and so I told her, hey, I'm gonna invest a little money into this business, DS Domination, and I'm going to see how it works. And so we got started. First 2 weeks were rough. We didn't have much success, and honestly, it was rough because a lot of my friends, you know, some friends that I introduced were doing really well. And usually how it goes is I introduce people to something and I do really well, and I'm like coaching them, hey, come on, you can do it. But it was almost the reverse, and I wasn't used to that. And but I was happy for my friends, but I was also wondering, you know, was there something wrong with me or what's going on? But what it was that I just needed to focus, and I just need to put my head down and do the work. And that's what I love about DSD. If you just put your head down and do the work, and you believe in the concept and what we're doing, and you follow the training, then you will do well. And that's what I did. I went back through the trainings. I went and I asked for some advice from some people who were doing really well. And business started to pick up for us. And around Christmas time, things started to go really, really great. And I would say I moved from eBay to Amazon about 3 months ago. And once we built the foundation with Amazon, things just really started to take off for us.
Yeah. So what was the foundation bit with Amazon? Is there, I know from Jason O'Neill's results, he like blasted, what does he call it? Crushed it, that's the one. He crushed eBay, and then he went on to Amazon and he crushed that, and now I think he focuses all of his attention on Amazon rather than eBay. Why is that? What's happening between the two companies?
eBay is great. It's not to say that eBay is not a good company and you shouldn't be there. eBay is great. eBay is a good platform, and it's honestly a great learning platform for drop shipping. And the thing about Amazon is I think it's just a much bigger marketplace, so there are some different opportunities there. It's a little more professional. And when I say professional, I just mean they're a little more business related than eBay. I think eBay is a little more user friendly. It's a little more focused on community, and it's very customer friendly. Amazon's pretty business, if that makes sense. I would maybe say eBay's a little more like, I don't want to say like a Craigslist or anything like that, but just Amazon's very, very serious about business techniques, and you've got to have a business name and a logo, and everything's got to be in its place. I think eBay is just a little more glitz and glam. It's a little more, people are putting up, hey, I've got this tennis shoe that was worn by Michael Jordan, and then you've got people putting up real products. Yeah, yeah. Amazon's a little more, hey, you need to have a product, you need to have a UPC code, you need to have this and that, and so I like Amazon for that because I've always wanted to build a big business, and so for me it was a little more business oriented, and that was fun. We've been able to bring on our own employees, and that's when I talk about building a foundation. That's where we were. We started building up product and inventory, and that took a while. It took a while to research the right products and get the right products on there, and after that, once I had enough products, I was able to bring on an inventory manager, and then from there I started bringing on people to help us do product research. And so I've been able to really establish a good foundation for a business because there are different things that Amazon's going to require of you as a seller, and they're very serious about late shipments, canceling orders because you're out of stock, things like that. So you really have to have your business intact, and you really have to have a hand on your business with Amazon, or they'll ding you, and they'll slow you down if they need to. So it's really important to go in there with extreme focus on your business. But the rewards, I believe, are huge.
Well, touching on the rewards, then, I was asked the question, I think just yesterday. So, what can you earn with DS Domination? And I'll let you answer that. What can you earn with DS Domination?
Well, I mean, and you got to realize that we're just getting started with Amazon too. I think we're started our 4th month, and we did $1,200 in profit last week, and we're on pace to do another $1,200 this week. And if you guys could like follow me around with a camera for a day, you'd be like, this guy doesn't do anything. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we work. I wake up in the morning, I ship some items, but the time freedom is what I've been looking for in an opportunity. Honestly, a business that I could build a decent foundation and then just nurture it for a couple hours a day. Not have to sit at the computer 8, 9, 10 hours a day doing something I don't love. I really get to get up, I place a few orders, or even if I place a few orders throughout the day, I get to create my own schedule. And then we have people in place that really handle some of the more time-consuming things, and so that's been great too. So, but yeah, you can earn a lot of money. I mean, we know Jason O'Neill was near $30,000 a month, and so we're hoping with this month to be pushing around 5,000, and then to maybe move that up to 7 or 8 next month, and then eventually start hitting 10,000. That's our goal.
And you're talking profit there and not sales.
Talking profit, yeah. So we're on, as far as sales go. My goal for this month was 10,000 in sales, and we've already reached that on the 16th. So we're hoping to hit maybe 20,000 in sales this month.
Yeah,
that's good.
So,
That's good.
so the the question that came to me was about the compensation plan. So they're only looking at how much they can make out of the affiliates, but I then said, but then the drop shipping side of things, it's limitless what you can make. It's limitless. It's e-commerce, and it's as big as you build that foundation. Get the people in place. As long as you can process them orders in a timely fashion, as long as you've set the process up, it's literally limitless, isn't it?
Definitely, definitely. One thing that Mark Cuban said, and I love Mark Cuban. A lot of people don't like him, but I think he's an awesome business guy. He's the owner of the Dallas Mavericks and built huge businesses. I'm sure you guys have heard of Mark Cuban. One thing he said is, if you want to find a successful business, if you want to make it to the big leagues, you need to find something that's scalable. And I think DSD is a great business to scale because you can leverage outsourcing people in different countries who are looking for work. You can offer them an opportunity to work because it's an online business. They can work from home. I mean, our 3 employees, they get to work from home. They get to work whenever they want to. All they have is certain minimum requirements. And honestly, I can continue to add people to our business that will continue to grow it. I mean, there really are no limits. As long as as long as you can handle the products and the ordering and the customer service, there are really no limits to how big you can build this thing. I mean, you can do $1 million a year. You could do $100,000 profit a month by putting a good team in place and actually building a nice, sustainable business. And that's what's exciting to me, and I'm excited about scaling our business up even further over the next coming months.
Yeah, I've just remembered then at the event in London, and just touching on this, the event was the first one in the UK, just for the viewers there. There is going to be another event, and it's in Coventry, and it's August the 3rd. So get in touch with anybody on the panel here to get your ticket for that event. The last event sold out very quickly. They were putting on more and more seats, and it sold out. So get your tickets by getting in touch with the panel, and we'll sort you out with that. Yes, at the event, I did a presentation on Monopoly, and your very good video that you did for us was much appreciated, and people said it really hit home the power of Monopoly. The Monopoly product focuses on Amazon stuff, so people didn't have the concept. They knew what eBay was, they didn't know what Amazon was. So inside the Monopoly training, it teaches you how to do that. And a guy came up to me at the end and said, I didn't realize how powerful it is, but I think I'm going to go for Monopoly now. So whoever downline he was in got a commission from watching your video, because it was very down to earth the way you presented it, and very nicely put together little video clip that you did. So yeah, somebody made a commission out of your little video there.
Hey, I'm glad to help, and the affiliate side's great. Don't get me wrong. We also do the affiliate side because I value the training so much, and I know I have a ton of friends who need and are looking for ways to make extra income, and so I've honestly been telling all my friends about it, and we haven't done a ton of affiliate, but I mean, because of the people that I introduced. I mean, guys like Jason O'Neill came out of that downline, and so I'm glad I've been able to introduce my friends to this business, and in that we still get checks every month or whenever I go in and release the funds, we still get checks from affiliate stuff all the time. When they released Genesis, I mean, we made over $1,000 that day just from the affiliate side. So the affiliate side by itself is extremely powerful.
Yeah, and it's something that you don't mind putting out there. In other opportunities, let's say, let's not mention any company names, but you think, wow, I paid a lot of money for this training. Now, who can I palm it off to get my commission back? With DS Domination, I think that it's a true business that you can really stand beside, and you know that this is going to actually help somebody make some money online.
Oh, of course. I think with a lot of other companies, you have to go meet someone at a coffee shop or a restaurant, and you have to do this presentation and say, hey, would you like to buy this thing that has the newest such and such in it? And you yourself aren't even sure if you should be paying for the product. And with DS Domination, I said, I really can tell everyone about this. And if they don't have the success, it's not because the product wasn't great. It's not because the training wasn't great. It's literally, did they work hard or not? Most people, if they don't succeed, it's because they probably quit. Because we've got enough people succeeding in this business, more people than I've ever seen in other companies. And there's so many people that are just willing to give you free information and say, hey, this is how I did it. And if you just follow those simple formulas, you can start to see success. And so I literally tell everyone about this business. And what I love about this is that it's not just the newest thing. E-commerce has been around for a while, and it's a very successful business model. So I'm excited to be learning it, and I'm excited to tell other people about it. And when you have success, it makes it so much easier to tell people about it as well.
So what would the best way? You've just touched on it right at the end there. The best way to advertise this business is by showing people the results that you've got from the business.
Oh, definitely. No, you don't necessarily have to have results to tell people about a great business, but it helps. And so what I did when I got started with eBay, once we made our first, 1,000 in sales, 1,200 in sales, I just started posting screenshots on Facebook. I said, hey guys, I just started this eBay business. My wife and I are really excited about it. We just hit 1,200 in sales. And I would get 3 or 4 messages from friends saying, hey, what is this? How can I get involved? I've been looking for something to do part-time. Honestly, we built a team of over about 100 people just from doing that. I didn't do any paid advertising. I didn't do any solo ads or any of the other things that a lot of the online marketers do. I literally just utilized Facebook. I shared my results, and every time I make a post about our success, 4 or 5 people will message me and say, hey, can you send me some information? That is so different than what I used to have to do. I used to have to grab people by the arm. Hey, you look like a sharp guy. Check out this DVD. I used to call my friends and pretend I was interested in what was going on with them. And, hey, can you come to a meeting on Thursday and check out? And so this has been such an easier business to promote to friends and family. And there's and even if you're not just promoting to friends and family and you are doing marketing through YouTube, I'm seeing that the results are just so much bigger with a business like this. People are seeing a viable business that they can build and scale into something that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in profit.
Yeah, and there's no real push, is there? People just, what's the commitment? $20, which is about 12 British pounds, to get started. Is it valuable training? That $20 for the pro membership. Is there any value in that $20 worth of training? What's it worth?
Oh, huge! I didn't come in and jump straight to Monopoly and start making a bunch of money on Amazon. I literally started with the pro training, and I did it the way everybody else did it. I didn't come through and skip a bunch of stuff. I didn't have all this e-commerce background, and I had nothing special. I came in, I did exactly what Roger said to do in the $20 training, and we made money. And once we made enough money, I bought Elite. And I learned how to do all of the activities that he teaches us in Elite. And that's what I love about this business, because there's a great progression. You don't have to come in necessarily and drop all your money. You know, I tell a lot of people, if you want to come in and try out Pro, come try it out. Just don't stay there too long. You know, and so I've had a
What?
lot of friends that come in and they try out Pro, they do really well, then they move to Elite. I've had other friends that say, whoa, I see this thing, and they come and they buy all the products. That's great. So it really just depends on what type of person you are. And if you're a person that says, hey, I can come in and really do this business, come in and buy all the products and go for it. If you're another person that says, well, hey, I want to learn eBay, come in for $20, get started on eBay, and start building your business, and then progress through the training. So there's so many ways that you can do this business, and we've seen so much success with every way. It's awesome. You know.
Yeah, and there's support as well, isn't there? You know, when you have to manage a team, you feel that it encroaches on your time, especially when you've got 100 people or 150 or 200 people, whatever the number is. You've got that many people to try and look after and keep in the game, and try and upsell and all this sort of stuff. Don't you find that DS Domination is completely different? People go off into these Facebook groups, they know where to find the answer. The people that are in the Facebook groups want to give the answers because they want to feed the community with all the knowledge that they've accumulated over the time.
Definitely, the community that we've been able to build, specifically on Facebook, has been amazing. I mean, we started, I don't know how long you guys have been around, but we started that Facebook group with 20 people. And what is it at now? 2,500, 3,000, or something like that?
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's big, brother. It's big.
Yeah, it's big because people like the community. It's not just some bunch of people trying to push stuff on each other. It's a group of people all helping each other out of the goodness of their own heart, because we're not necessarily benefiting from each other's. I don't benefit from your eBay or Amazon business, but there is a value in all of us sharing knowledge and helping each one of us get to a different point in life. We can all help each other get there, and that's what I like about the community, because it's very selfless, and there are a lot of very, very smart, good, genuine people in that group, and that's something that anybody joining DS Domination and our team will have access to. And so I love the fact that if I bring someone new into the business, even if I'm doing Amazon and they're doing eBay, I can say, hey, make sure you join our Facebook group, because there are a ton of people right now who are killing eBay who can help you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're the trainer, they call you every day, they're only getting the information from you. They've got all of the videos in DSD, and they've got a full Facebook community of people that can answer all of their questions. So as a sponsor, in the affiliate marketing side, that's really, really taken off a lot of the pressure. Because I remember back when I was doing network marketing, I used to set up meetings, I used to set up conference calls, I would get phone calls to do presentations over the phone. It was a lot, and I didn't even have that big of a team back then, you know.
So really, it wasn't scalable, and that's what you were looking for in a business.
Oh, geez, I can't imagine if I had 200 people on my team. And here's the thing, and my father got to a point where he was making six figures with his business. He couldn't put the phone down. I mean, it didn't matter if it was dinner, if it was 6 in the morning, he was on the phone 24/7. And I remember when I was younger, not really understanding what he was doing. I used to just say, like, geez, can you get off the phone for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Because he had hundreds of people that were saying, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? There was no Facebook back then. There was no community that he could plug his new people into. He was it. And if you want to scale to $1 million business really quickly, I mentored under a gentleman that made about $1 million a year. And I asked him one day, he was riding in the car with me, I got to kind of drive him around. I said, hey, so what's it like at the top? You know, I was just curious. I said, what's it like at the top? He said, the money's great, but the phone is ridiculous. He said, I get out of a meeting and I have 200 text messages. I have 45 voicemails. And it was from that moment I started to say, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know if this is what I want to do. And I started to look for something else. And so affiliate marketing has been a breath of fresh air, honestly.
I just want to say it's like finding a format that works for you, because I know that some people are not like a real Facebook like veteran or like orientated and stuff. Find something that works for you and roll with it. That's all I got to say.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
and there's just loads of ways of doing it, isn't there? There are people that are having success. This is another thing that's quite weird about DS Domination, is that there's a lot of people that are not affiliates. So basically, people have bought the products, they're making money from Amazon and eBay, but they're not sharing the success because they don't know how to do it. And I keep telling people exactly what you just said earlier, was all you've got to do is write a little clip. I've made so many sales, I've just started this business, if you want further information, contact me. On your Facebook wall, that is it. And you'll build an affiliate downline. And is it worth signing up for the affiliate commissions? How much is it? You've already bought the product, so it's only $10. Is it $10 or $20? I can't remember.
It's $10, and what I always tell people, they say, well, it's $10. I said, hey, if you get one person to get the promo code, it covers your $10, and everybody could find one person, and just to be an affiliate and just to cover those costs, it's simple, That's the way I kind of look at this. I try to say, okay, if I'm going to do the affiliate marketing, can I cover my cost of being an affiliate? And it was very simple. It wasn't because I stood in front of a bunch of people and did a presentation. I just communicated with a couple of people on Facebook, and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and stand real to you all. So my goal this year is just to have 10 people.
Good.
Pretty much halfway there. I'm not big numbers, hundreds, thousands of people, gurus and all that BS and all that. My goal this year is just 10 people. And that's it. But everyone knows from the start, my goal is to get on the drop shipping, learn it, make money, show my results. I don't always post my results, and I don't always go, every time I got this, that, and whatever. I do it few and far between because I've got friends on my Facebook profile I don't want to piss off, basically, And they're my friends I value. I've been with them, how it is.
Yeah.
That's how I treat it. As much as I want to go, I just made a sale. I want to hang back and go, this is how I'm doing it, blah blah blah. And I'm trying to find a balance, But that's me. That's how I roll, and that's how I do things. But no, it's all good. It's all working out. It's all patience. It's a business. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, so just I'll shut up.
No, that's awesome. So
Gavin, if I could say something really quickly, what you said is perfect. When I was in these other companies or these other things that I was doing, the idea was just to go blast everyone with information, whether they liked it or not. You would just go, and I used to send everyone in my Facebook a message, and it was this stupid message about how they need my product or whatever, and there was no strategy to it. There was no real respect to it. Like you said, you've got family and friends and people that respect you, and if every other week you're blasting them with some message about how they need to join the newest thing you're doing, you're going to turn off a lot of people. You're going to ruin a lot of relationships. And that was something when I joined DSD, I said, I don't want to do that. And so I think what you're doing right now is perfect because that's how I do it. Now, I may talk to the Facebook group, people within DSD a little more and say, hey, here are my results, just because we all help each other. But with my friends and family, if you look on my Facebook wall, I do not talk about DSD that much. I'm pretty sporadic. I usually probably do 10 regular posts about whatever, stupid things, fun things, life things, and then there may be one post about DSD and our results. And I think that's way more effective than if I posted it every day.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a bit like reserved on what I do. I know sometimes it's a bit, I don't know, that's like personal feelings to myself. Sometimes I may feel, because it's excitement, isn't it? You know, you're like, you're making money, you know, you want to share it with everyone. But now I try and be as reserved as much as I can be, and I do apologise to anyone watching this. I'll pissed you off. But no, it's out of all the things that I've done, it's, you know, I don't need to promote it or need to say it. It's there. It's proof. Too much proof out there that's gonna prove me.
But what you're doing, Gavin, is you're building up a solid foundation for yourself. You've got the products, and you know you've worked up the levels. You've really got stuck into the training there. And when you do build, you know, your first goal of 10 people, when you've got them 10 people, you know that you can support them people because you've been in the trenches and you've learned everything that they need to learn. So I think that, you know, you're a very valued sponsor for people to you know, get with because of that. You've got a lot of value to give.
But it's not just that as well. There's obviously we've got our UK groups and stuff, and I'm trying to put bits and pieces in place at the moment so we can all come together and share our ideas and thoughts of the challenges that we have, obviously, with the US, and it to be an easier place so we can all focus stuff on. But you all know about that all during time.
Of course. That was a sneak preview.
Yeah. I've made some investments today that have are going to better us all in the UK. You know, I'm not here to promote or anything. I just want to help. I enjoy doing it. I used to do youth work and stuff like that. So that's my goal, you know.
So it's a bit like helping out the rebels again, isn't it? The teenagers. All these DSDers on the computers like this. What do I do, Gavin?
No, but I enjoy it. And there was a post that was put out by yourself and a couple of others that got talking about a couple of things, and I was thinking, I'm trying to steer away from that, but I got drawn into it because I love doing it, you know.
Oh yeah.
And Steve, you know about that, and I just can't help myself.
That's brilliant. So let's get back to what we're trying to do, Kenny. Just for your information, in the UK, there's a lot of people that are stuck in the UK, and they won't go over to eBay.com or Amazon.com because it's a big transition, or so it is in the mind. So what we've tried to do now is to push people, give them all the advice that we can, and we're really trying to focus on getting people over there. You know, you probably know the numbers about eBay.com and Amazon.com. They're huge search engines of product, aren't they? And that's why we've got a little island here called England, and Great Britain, UK, whatever you want to call it. And the power of eBay.com, the profits on eBay.com, is just staggeringly more huge for them. The amount of drop shippers that we can get product from is huge over there. So that's why, if you're in the Facebook groups already, or if you're not, you need to get in there. We want you to be supported. We want all your questions answered, and that's our main goal, is to get you on eBay.com. So tell me some stories that you've heard about people that are on eBay.com that you know of, that the levels of success people are having over there.
Well, just on eBay, I've got one good success story. I've got a friend of mine who, from a Facebook post, he messaged me, and he's not a very personable guy. He's kind of he's very controversial. Every time I see him on Facebook, it's just him arguing with people and stuff like that. But he got started, and he wanted to join. He wanted to come and do eBay. And when he got started, I knew he was having he was just building it, and I didn't talk to him for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. And one day I just messaged him. I said, "Hey, how are you doing? What are you still doing eBay? Are you still doing the drop shipping?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I've been meaning to message you. I left my job because now I'm making $5,000 a month on eBay." And and I'm like, "You didn't tell me this." I couldn't believe it. He was a pizza delivery guy, and he said, "Thank you so much. This is the first time in my life I've made more money from home than I've ever made in my working career." And that blew me away, and that's with eBay. I'm trying to convince him to get over to Amazon, but he's a little hesitant. You're making $5,000 a month on eBay. It's a little hard to push him over, but he'll probably be coming over to Amazon soon. But I've seen a lot of success with eBay, and eBay itself is great, and we had a lot of success with eBay. Now, we didn't have the numbers that we have with Amazon, because once we started really pushing with Amazon, we started focusing all of our time there. But I mean, everybody I know who's gotten started on eBay, and they've all done well, and just some people then eventually transfer over. But I remember that one story just stuck with me, and I couldn't believe it. He was just silently building $5,000 a month on eBay. So that was spectacular. Blew my mind.
It's incredible. Well, I heard one yesterday, and this is from somebody in the UK, somebody in his downline. What was he building? Yeah, he said he's only at the pro level, so he spent £12 in the UK, $20, and what's he at now? I think he makes £700. I can't remember what time frame it is, but £700. It might be a month or maybe a week or whatever it is, but it's like a huge number for spending $20, and £700 for you is about, I don't know, $1,200 that he's made from this $20 investment. So it's just incredible what people can do with the training there. But there's plenty of success stories in the group, isn't there?
Oh, there's a ton every day. I mean, Facebook is just like every day. It's like notification about people having success. And I just, in my other businesses that I did, I never had people messaging me thanking me because they're having so much success. And that to me has been huge. That to me has been huge, to know that not only have I been able to change my and my wife's life, but to change other people's lives and at the same time, and to see so many people's lives change. That's huge. That's something that I can enjoy every day, and something I can look forward to every day. Really helping people, because money and all those things are great, but at the end, if you're not helping other people, if you're not building relationships, then all that money and all that freedom means nothing if you don't have people to spend it with, and people to learn from and to grow with. And that's been huge for me, is seeing the success and seeing people change and getting to know them personally and watch their lives change. That's huge. And that's what I see all day in the Facebook group. From a $20 product, you know.
So for the people that are watching, let me just address you. So you've been watching this hangout for nearly an hour now. You know, has Kenny inspired you, lifted you to do more in your business and move forward as a proper business on Amazon? Or, you know, are you going to focus on eBay for a little while? Has he inspired you to get started in the business if you're not started already? You know, let's have a few comments here, because I'll show Kenny if he can't see right now the comments, but Rick can relay them if you've got any down below. And, you know, tell Kenny what you feel. How is the interview gone? It's much appreciated. You know, we come on here every week, and it's really nice to get the comments, the questions, and we try and address as many of these as possible on the Hangout, and then address them afterwards as well. That's good. So, Rick, have we got...
Kenny,
oh, go on.
I would like to say, yeah. I'd like to say I'd like to friend request you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, definitely.
I like your mindset on things as well. It's good, you know. It's good having like-minded people within DSD that we can link together with and we can chat together with. And a lot of people miss this, and they may feel afraid to contact someone or want to link with someone. And I would say to you, like, step out of your comfort zone, link with that person that you feel comfortable with, and get chatting to them, you know, or just follow them, you know, and work with them, whether it be behind the scenes or up front, because you don't realise how inspiring that is. Because when we're at home and we're working ourselves and we're working on our own, sometimes we can have these negative thoughts that can just drive us away, you know. But if you connect with someone that is in the same mindset, or someone that you feel that you connect with, or you enjoy the inspirational chats or anything like that with, just connect with them, just get with them, because it can power you forward into like better results, you know. There's people that I speak to that help me, inspire me. I get days when I feel a little bit negative, and one thing I would like to just end on there, and I'll switch off for the night, is doubt will take you out of action, but action will take you out of doubt.
Yeah. I like it. I like it, Gavin.
No, that's right. You know, one thing I think of in myself is with myself and my business is that I can't be afraid of success. I think some people are afraid to fail, and other people are afraid of success too. Because with success comes some things that are tough. And I know that was one thing when we started having success. It made me a little nervous, because you start to go, is this going to stay? Are we going to continue to make money? But that's when that personal development and being surrounded by good people really comes in handy. And like you said, reaching out to other people to get the help. I reached out to guys like Jason O'Neill, to Christian Henneke. I reached out to them when I didn't know them. And it was because of that reaching out that I was able to develop relationships that have really helped me get to a good place in life. And you can't have that doubt. I think any successful entrepreneur has to kind of convince himself that this thing's going to work, regardless of your circumstances and the way things may look right now. That's kind of what being an entrepreneur is. You work a lot where you don't see any results, and where most people, the average person, would go, not seeing any results, I'm out of here. The entrepreneur sticks around, and eventually all those hours that he worked with no pay or little pay start to pay off. And they start to pay off big time. And then people go, oh, you're an overnight success. And you go, no, you just didn't see the nights where I was no success. And so with what you're saying, Gavin, is huge. You can't doubt yourself. And I'm excited for you.
It's like a mind. You know, you hear that? Did you hear that?
Who's selling stuff?
Some ching's going on there.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm making money with DSD.
There's the proof.
But no, I love working with everyone, and I get days where I sometimes I'm struggling with, like, me personally. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm some guru and I'm this, that. No, I get days where I'm struggling. I think, oh, man, is this working? Is it like the same as someone in pro or in any other level? You get days you doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Connect with people that you want to empower you and have the same mindset, because the problem I'm going to be real here right now, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is people who have been in internet, network marketing, LMM, affiliate marketing, whatever, right? And you've got into DSD and you've made money and you go, whoa, shit, there's something fucking real here. Excuse my language. And it's true, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
But then you've got people that have come into this that have never been into that situation or in that scenario or come into that world or know anything about it. They've just been advised through friends and all that. And the mindset and the problem I've struggled with within certain or various groups that I'm associated with is that their mindset has, like, do you get what I mean? Like, I found it hard to, like, comprehend some of the comments, because where I've come from a mindset of, like, man, no matter what I do on online, I'm gonna succeed, I'm gonna drive, I'm gonna inspire, I'm gonna do everything that I can to help anyone, you know? And sorry, it's a bit of my outburst, but do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
the thing with DSD, it's happening day in, day out, whether it be from one thing from another. I just love it. I love it. And I love my mentors. I love the people up, down, below, left, right, and centre who are working in DSD. All of you. No, I don't care whatever group you're in, as long as you give focused information, given guidance, and it's not misleading. You know, because
So you can't wait for the next event, can you? Because you're going to be up on stage again.
Yeah, I'm going to be bouncing off the walls, mate.
Right, we better let Kenny go. I was just looking at all the comments there, Kenny. There's loads. Great hangout, Kenny. Many thanks. Inspired me to grow in my business. Much appreciation of your time, Kenny. Wanting to punch, I think it's push.com more and make more money. And I forgot to mention the British Isles includes Wales, so yeah, and Scotland. So there you go. So yeah, if there's any more quick comments on there, brilliant. But yeah, they keep flooding in. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us on that.
Kenny, don't add the madman.
Who's the madman?
Me.
Oh, right. Rick, you haven't said anything. Are you still my friend?
I've been hiding in the background, haven't I? No, I don't think. I mean, Kenny said it all, mate. I really don't need to say anything or add to that. There was only one question, believe it or not. It's not particularly relevant, but somebody did ask it, so I think we should address it. Kenny, which Facebook group are you in, mate?
I am in all of them. I'm in the Make Money Online with Us group, the Monopoly group, and the Elite group.
Was it the Make Money Online with Us group that you were talking about before, where you were talking about the people in the group? Is that the one you meant?
Yes, that's the one I meant.
Cool. No, just to clarify that. But we haven't really got any specific questions about the business as such. But no, Kenny, I would like to say thank you very, very much for coming on and sharing that with us.
No, thank you guys for having me here. I'm glad that my schedule worked out. I know Steven's been asking me for a couple of weeks if I can make it on, and yeah, it's always like, I'm in Central Time. I don't even know what that time is, and so I'm glad that I was able to work on here and work it out here, and I'm truly humbled and excited to share my story. So thank you guys for allowing me here. Thank you guys for the leadership that you guys have over there in the UK, and I'm excited for your group, and I look forward to the success that's going to come out of your group through your leadership, and just thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Actually, I want to thank you, Kenny, for coming out tonight, for giving us your speech and just talking about how you're doing with the Mau group and all that. Big up, bruv. Thumbs up.
Awesome.
So with that, we will bring the hangout to a close. If you're watching this and you're not already involved, get in touch with anybody on the panel here. Get involved with them, because it's $20 to have a look at some awesome training that at the very, I won't say the least, but the potential is limitless with DS Domination, as long as you work it like a normal business. So get in touch. You'll be getting the advice from the Facebook groups. You'll be supported, and this is something that lacks in a lot of businesses, and we can wholeheartedly say you won't be left behind with DS Domination. So once again, thank you for making it out here, Kenny, and I do really appreciate your time. And I think the guys just want a little chat at the end, so I'll end the hangout. We'll see you next week at Wednesday at 9 PM GMT, and whatever time it is for Kenny, you can catch us live. Cheers, guys.